Okay, everybody. It has been a long time since I've posted any videos to my YouTube channel. To any of my subscribers that are watching this now, I do apologize for the amount of time that it took. The past 2 years of my life have been pretty hectic. You know what they say about life. It comes at you whether you want it or not. But I'm going to attempt to start making videos again. First off, I want to say, if the quality of the audio and video here is poor, I'm apologizing now. I used to upload with a Panasonic digital camera and a laptop computer. I no longer have the camera, and I no longer have internet access that was all through my friend. So this video is being shot on my LG smartphone. So that's the only internet I have right now. Anyway, it's been a while since I've made any videos. And I've got another project that I just bought a few weeks ago, and hopefully I'm going to get started on it, which means I'm going to start posting. It'll probably be in this format for a while until I can come up with something else. So, before I go into the shop here, which is not mine, this is a friend's place, and show you what I've got, a little history first. My friend, let me see if I can get out of the wind a little bit. My friend stumbled across this vehicle on Facebook, NWA Cars and Trucks for Sale, many months ago. I believe it was posted for $500 at the time. He made an offer of $150 less, and the seller got all bent out of shape over the offer and became pretty snickerty about it. So he's like, you know what, I'll just go find another truck elsewhere, and he did. The ad would disappear and come back for a while. And eventually it came back, the price would be, 1 minute it's $500, and then it goes up to $1,000, then back down to $500. So it went up and down like the line on an oscilloscope, just all over the place. Well, almost a month ago, my friend who has this shop, he texted me and said, hey, remember that pickup truck? It's back. And it's at the exact price that I offered the seller in the first place, and they turned me down. And he says, you're looking for an old truck to wrench on and to get running. So he sent me the info. I contacted the seller through Facebook Messenger. Long story short, a few weeks ago, I went back to Bella Vista, Arkansas with my friend and looked at it. It, needs work, obviously, but I made them the offer of what they were accepting, and they took it. So I bought the vehicle, and my friend and I came out the next day and put it on the tow dolly, and it's here now. So I've got me a pickup truck that I'm going to be working on, and no, it isn't either of those. Those are my friends. So anyway, this video is serving as an intro to my upcoming project. Now, I want to say that this is going to be broken up into a lot of short videos, because as of right now, I still do not have the ability to record more than 15 or 20 minutes on YouTube, and it's been a long time since I've posted anything, so I understand that. So it'll have to be broken up into short videos. Anyway, so there's the kind of background history. It's in my friend's shop, which is here, and he's letting me keep it here until I get it paid for, because he loaned me the money to do it. And I'm going to be starting my wrenching process on it here. So the plan is to start working on the truck here on my days off to diagnose it. So without any further ado and no more rambling of the lips, let's go in and see my new project. And hopefully this camera likes low light conditions. Okay, so there it is. Get out of the glare if I can. Okay, so this is a 91 Ford F-150 Lariat. It has the straight 6 engine with a automatic transmission with push button overdrive. Now, the engine is a question mark. When I went up to see the truck the first day before I purchased it, it started easy and ran, but ran like crap. It was missing really bad. It was shaking. It had no power. It didn't smoke, but it ran really bad. The day that I went to Bella Vista to pick the truck up and get everything, title and key and everything, it started and ran for about 30 or 40 seconds, and as soon as I tried to move it, it died and would not restart. Now, there is a backstory on the engine, and because of the length of time that I have to video, I can't go into that right now, but it's questionable. The engine may be toast, it may not. I'm hoping that the engine is salvageable. If so, great, awesome. If not, well, I'll have to go find another inline six engine to go in this truck. Now, body condition. It does have some rust. Both wheel arches on the bed look like that. The other one has been covered up with some very shoddy body work, body filler, Bondo, whatever you want to call it. I am not concerned at all about the wheel arch rust. That is minimal on my concern. I know where I can get a bed for $100 if I so desire, or I can go to another bed and cut the sheet metal out and weld it in. This is of no concern to me. The bed itself, although being full of trash, is sound. I can see no cancer anywhere in the bed, and in fact there's no cancer on the floor pans of the cab, which is great. There is some rust on the cab corners, both sides, only on the rear. The floor pans are solid. Obviously the paint doesn't look all that great. The interior looks pretty good for the age. I mean, the seat is ratty, but the headliner's not tore, it's just sagging. The dash is in fantastic shape for the age. And the windshield isn't cracked, which around here, to find a truck of this vintage with a non-cracked, non-leaking windshield, that's pretty rare. So the interior's in pretty good shape. You know, I do need to replace the door pins on this driver's door. That's to be expected. My old 94 was the same way. There is some front end damage. Let me see if I can get around here without tripping. There is some front end damage on this front driver's quarter. There's no frame damage that I can see, which is happy days for me. So I'm looking at fender and the light assembly, and there is some door damage. If I decide to replace the door later on, I know where I can get a door. That isn't an issue. I did not buy this truck with any desire or intention to have it being perfect condition. This is going to be a runabout. I need a second vehicle so that if my car, which is the Dodge Caliber that I own right now, 07, craps on me again, which it already did once, I need to have a backup. And my backup vehicle needs to be able to tow and haul. So this is good for me. This is the only body damage on this side. All the glass is intact. There's no evidence of leaking into the cab, which is fantastic. I don't know if it's going to pick up the engine. It is dark. I don't have a light over here, but it is the original straight six engine. The only thing I've done to this truck so far, aside from tow it over here, is I pulled all the plugs out and looked at them, and they all look like they've been replaced fairly recently, like within 500 miles or so. I don't see any sign of coolant getting into the combustion chambers, but this engine, when it does run, or it did run, it reeks of raw gas. Just reeks of raw gas. So I was thinking that I might have a situation with an overfueling problem, which is very possible. Here's the passenger side of the truck. And this video is just an introduction to this project. I will not be doing any wrenching on it, and because of the nature of how I'm making my videos right now, I probably won't be wrenching on camera much, because it's a very difficult task to do, to wrench on a rig while you're videotaping with an LG phone. There is a bit of rust on the bottom of the bed there, above the tailpipe. I don't care. I am not concerned about it. There's the dodgy body work, if you could see past the glare. And I've got almost 5 minutes left on this video, according to the policy. So, there it is, 91 Ford F-150 Lariat. And, if I can get myself back around the truck to show, which, by the way, that's what we're going to name this project, because it does not run right now. As of right now, this project is Project Lazy Lariat. Because being lazy, it don't run, which is okay. Project Lazy Lariat is a factory dual tank. Now, it is running on the rear tank only. The front tank is not hooked up, and it's probably full of ratty, nasty gas. But you cannot put fuel in the tank because the fuel filler neck is not connected at present. It's running on whatever is in the rear tank. So there it is. It's been a long time since I posted anything to YouTube, and I'm having to do it with a cell phone, but I guess that's better than nothing. Welcome to Project Lazy Lariat. My goal is just to make it run and drive. Just to get the engine to going again. Make sure the transmission is sound. He said that it was. It went through all the gears and all that. He said it was driving it when the engine suddenly started throwing smoke or steam out the front, lost power and died, and he had to have it towed back to his house in Bella Vista. That's as far as I got with it. I have heard it run twice, and I don't know. It does have a cranking issue. At first I thought it was a battery problem, but my friend who has this shop took the battery out of my truck, slapped it on a charger, stuck it in his Ford truck, which is essentially the same as mine, but it's an early model and it's carbureted and it fires the engine up straight away without issue. So I don't think it's a battery issue. It's either a starter motor issue or there's something going on that's kooky with the engine that's making it not want to crank. I know it's not out of oil because I checked that the day that I agreed to buy it, but that doesn't really mean much. I might be looking at an engine replacement. I might not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm running out of time on this recording. We're going to go ahead and get this video uploaded. To any of you subscribers out there that have been asking me, hey, are you going to post any more videos? Well, like I said, life happened. It's the last 2.5 years or so has been absolute hell for me, financially and medically. It has not been a fun 2 years. So that's one reason why I have not been posting anything, aside from that and the battle that I've been having with the community in which I live. But this truck is here, and my goal is to get it on the road again, because I have a number of other projects in my mind coming up that is going to require a truck, and this is a truck. And for $350, I believe that even if I do have to replace the engine in the truck, even with the cancer that it has in the wheel wells or in the wheel arch, I'm really not concerned about that. I could very easily replace the bed from one of 3 locations that I know of, or I could do a crash course in body panel replacement. Cut sheet metal out of another bed that's been hit on one side and weld it in. But this is inconsequential to me at this time. So, there we go. Intro to Project Lazy Lariat. Oh, and I don't know if that's factory. I'm not sure. But it's got the slider rear window. Awesome. I like those. And it's got a very heavy-duty, very heavy toolbox. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to keep it. It does not have keys. I will have to replace the locks. But that is a very heavy-duty flipping toolbox. DZ. Well, I don't know anything about that brand. I just know that the damn thing is heavy. All right, there we go. Project Lazy Lariat. Hopefully, in the not too distant future, we'll have this 91 XLT Lariat humming again. Until next time, stay tuned for update videos.